In a city built on risk and reward, the A's are stacking chips higher than the strip itself, turning the heat of the desert into the fuel for baseball's next great dynasty. The A's lost today, but let's not kid ourselves. The story of this series is that the A's embarrassed Houston when it mattered most. Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion. And I've been riding with this squad for 4 decades. And let me tell you, the A's are not some scrappy underdog anymore. We are the storm rolling in. From Ricky to the Bash Brothers, from the Big Three to the Vegas Blueprint. This franchise has always found a way to flip the script. And right now, these kids are turning MLB upside down. And the rest of the league cannot stand it. Stick around. We are building a desert dynasty, and you do not want to be late to the party. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. So smash that subscribe button right now and join the ride. And if you are in Nevada, catch Locked On A's every weekday at 12:30 on Silver State Sports and Entertainment, Digital Channel 5.2, and Cox Channel 77. Today's episode is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. Download the app today. Last series of the year, Kansas City Royals come to town. And I have some goals for some individual statistics that I would like to have players hit. We will cover the Royals series. We'll talk about these goals a little bit later. Today, I was excited about the sweep. No question about it. We had some fun about it last night, and maybe I had a little bit more than I should have. But what I was really excited about today was JT Ginn. How would JT Ginn look? And can he be a starter in next year's rotation? Well, today wasn't the best of outings, and we'll cover it and see what his chances are next year and a look back at his season as a whole in just a few minutes. The A's walked into this 3-game set with nothing but pride on the line while Houston came in fighting for its playoff life. And guess what? Pride won 2 out of 3. The A's turned Sutter Health Park into a proving ground, spoiling Houston's push by snatching the first 2 games. The A's may not be heading to October baseball, but they made sure the Astros were sweating bullets every step of the way. This is the essence of playing spoiler. No playoffs on the horizon, but plenty of chances to drag contenders down with them. Thursday's finale saw Framber Valdez finally rediscover his old form. He mowed down A's hitters with 10 Ks over 7 innings to stop Houston's 5-game skid. Nick Kurtz provided the lone highlights with a 6th-inning solo shot and an 8th-inning 2-run bomb. A reminder that the A's young core is still building towards something special. Even in an 11-5 loss, the A's showed life, fight, and flashes of a brighter future. This wasn't just a series win, it was a message. The A's may be done in 2025, but they are not done making noise. And for Houston, yeah, they may have kept their season alive, but the A's just proved they are no one's punching bag. From the get-go today, JT Ginn ran into some of the problems that plagued him all year long. Command. He retired Altuve on a strikeout swinging to start the game off. Next hitter, Isaac Paredes, he hits him. Runner on first. He walks Correa, first and second. Next hitter, Carantini, base hit to right. Paredes scores, first and third, 1-0, just like that. Christian Walker, fielder's choice, on a double play where I feel like they turned it. They reviewed the call, and on replay, you can see that the throw beat Walker at first. The umpires upheld the call. Runner scored, 2-0 going into the bottom half. Valdez was filthy. Valdez was good all day long. Top of 2, Zach Cole, bloop double to lead off the inning. He got Trammell to foul out. And again, walking guys. Dubon walks. Cole steals third. First and third, 1 out. He leaves a pitch up to Altuve. Altuve makes him pay. Double down the left field line. 3-0. Isaac Paredes gets behind the count on him. Line drive. Base hit. 4-0. Correa grounds out to third. And just like that, without even blinking, 5-0 Stros. It continued in the 4th and the 5th. Astros tack on 2 runs in each frame, and just like that, 9-0, and the game's basically over. This is where, in the past, the A's teams fold, but this group, they still fought. They still showed a little bit of life. It matters. In the 6th, Kurtz smashed a 2-strike homer the other way, opposite field. A kid in September doing big league things. When Kurtz connected, you could almost feel the future shaking. That wasn't garbage time nonsense. That's a kid saying, I'm here and I'm not scared of your playoff push. Late innings. A's scratch out some runs against Houston's bullpen, ending 11-5. The box score looks lopsided, but the bigger story is that Houston had to play desperate to avoid a sweep. We made them sweat. We made them panic, and we still walk out with a series win. The story of today was Framber Valdez, his best outing in months. 7 innings, 10 Ks, vintage sinker, curveball. Let's be real here, man. Valdez picked today to finally look like 2021 Framber because the Astros were staring elimination in the face. Kurtz, 6-inning home run off an 0-2 pitch, 8th inning, a 2-run homer. Those swings proves he can adjust to big league pitching. Kurtz is the kind of guy you build around. We're seeing the seeds of 2028 Vegas right now. 2 wins in this series mean more than padding the win column. They mean the A's forced Houston into desperation mode. We're not going to the dance, but we sure as hell scuffed Houston's shoes before they try to walk in. Season's nearly over for the A's. 1 more series left. Young hitters like Kurtz, Wilson, Soderstrom are showing flashes. They're looking good. Pitching core, you got guys like Luis Morales, Gage Jump, Jamie Arnold. They're all waiting in the wings. This was never about 2025 postseason, although I do feel like we were good enough to get there. But it was about stacking chips for the dynasty to come. Houston might still back their way into the playoffs, but they know who bloodied their nose in late September. This isn't just about one series. It's about writing the first chapter of what we are building for Vegas in 2028. We're not dead. We're loading. One guy who I have been going back and forth on is JT Ginn. Sometimes he looks fantastic. Sometimes you think he's going to be the guy. And other times he looked like who he was today. Let's review JT Ginn's season up next. What do you get when you have a bald eagle standing on top of a silverback gorilla riding a T-Rex? Confidence. pure confidence. If you are looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rougiette Go Long. That's exactly where Rougiette's Go Long comes in. This isn't just another ED pill. It's a total game changer for confidence. Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula, so you can get hard and go the distance. The effects can last up to 36 hours. That's confidence all day, all night, and even into the next day. The process is simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly right to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to rugiet.com and use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com. Promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Make sure to use our code so they know we sent you. JT Ginn acquired in the Chris Bassett trade from the Mets in March of 2022. Mississippi State 2020 second round pick. Was okay this year. 23 games, 16 games started, 4-7. He pitched 90 in a third innings, gave up 92 hits, 52 runs, 51 of them earned. He walked 31. He struck out 99, 5.08 ERA. If you remember back to spring training, he was actually our opening day spring training pitcher. There was a lot of hype going around Ginn, and he just missed a spot in the starting rotation. He went down to AAA Vegas. He lit it up. He was fantastic in the outings he had in Vegas. And he deservingly got his call up on April 12th this year to pitch against the Mets. I mean, what a team to open up your 2025 season against. One of the best offenses of all of baseball and the team that drafted you. And Ginn was fantastic. I was actually at this game. He went 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 1 run earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a 3-1 A's win. His next outing against Milwaukee, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. It was that one inning that got Ginn, but overall he looked good. He came home, faced the Rangers in Sacramento, 3 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Then he got hurt. He was out for a while. Went back to Vegas for a rehab assignment. Looked fine. Looked good. Came back May 19th against the Angels. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. No walks, 7 Ks. Again, another setback with an injury. And the next time we saw him was in June. But this time, he came out of the bullpen. And he was okay out of the bullpen. 10 1/3 innings. 7 hits, 4 runs. He struck out 12. He only walked 1 batter out of the bullpen. 3.48 ERA in the month of June. He got his next start July 22nd against the Rangers. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 Ks, 1 walk. Against the Astros in Houston, maybe his best outing of the year. 6 innings, 3 hits, 4 Ks, no walks. And you're thinking, here he is. Here's our guy. He's going to be the future. Next outing against Arizona, 4 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. At Baltimore, 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Against Tampa, 2 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. There was just never any consistency with JT Ginn all season long. You would see great outing and then another outing where he walks the ballpark and gives up the big hit. And today was the same old thing, man. The same old thing today from Ginn. 3 2/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. He hit a batter. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of JT Ginn. I think he has the best stuff on the staff. I think he has an extremely high ceiling. There's no one's ball that moves quite like Ginn. He throws a heavy ball. He throws a big sinker. When his command's on, when he's locating the pitch where he wants, he's near unhittable. And we've seen that from him. But when he's getting behind hitters, when he's walking batters, when he has to come in with throw it over strikes, he's getting hit, and he's getting hit hard. At the end of the day, JT Ginn will be 26 years old when spring training starts next year. He's right in his prime. I still believe in him. I still believe he has a huge upside, and I think he'll be competing for a rotation spot. He has to get better, but there is no doubt about it. He has the potential. We will see how he responds. We need a healthy JT Ginn, but he has the potential for a spot as much as anybody else. Up next, let's talk about the Royals. Let's talk about some goals. What do you want to see get done? Who do you want to see perform? What numbers do you want to see get reached? We'll talk about it up next. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure you are ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love using FanDuel because it fits however you would like to play. Player props, building a same-game parlay, or even jumping in live as the action unfolds. It makes every game more exciting, whether you are watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. It's quick, easy, and the best way to add a little more energy to Sunday. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen every day. For your second listen, find the all-night Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, until a World Series champion is crowned. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Tonight, the A's open up a 3-game set against the Royals in Sacramento, the last series of the year. Basically a meaningless series, right? The A's nor the Royals are playing for any type of postseason berth, so they're just playing out the schedule. Luis Morales will be starting tonight. The A's have not announced tomorrow or Sunday, but if you were to go directly by the pitching rotation, it's supposed to be Mason Barnett and Jeffrey Springs. Now, if he goes that route or not, I don't know. A couple interesting numbers that I would like to see. Brett Rooker, you probably don't know it, has played every single game this year. I want to see him play all 3 games. 162. That's not done often these days. And that would be quite a feat for Rooker. Rooker, I mean, he's had a good year. 30 homers, 89 RBIs, OPS 816, 263 average. How about Nick Kurtz? 35 bombs, 84 RBIs, 293, a 1010 OPS. Is there a chance that Nick Kurtz can get to 40? Can he have one of those series where he just absolutely goes off? I tell you what, if there was a series that he can do it, it would be this. It's going to be hot in Sacramento. The ball's going to be flying. He's going to be swinging away. Who knows? Can Kurtz get 5 homers this series to get to 40? Wouldn't that be something? I would like to see Tyler Soderstrom hit above 280. He's at 278 right now. He's had a hell of a run. 25 bombs, 93 RBIs. And hey, 7 RBIs in a series is not a stretch. It's tough, but it's not a stretch. And wouldn't that be something if Soderstrom could hit over 280 with 100 RBIs? We saw Max Muncy today. I want to see Max Muncy play all 3 games. I want to see what he has. I'm counting on him to be one of the cornerstones of this infield and of the future. He's not played in forever, man. And today he was 0 for 1 and a walk. I want to see him play all 3 games this weekend in Sacramento against the Royals. Get some of that timing back, seeing what he has. If this team is going to have the type of success in the future, Max Muncy has to be part of it. Speaking of big series, what Shea Langoliers against the Astros? 9 for 13, 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, a homer, 2 RBIs. He didn't strike out at all. 4 for 4 yesterday, 4 for 5 today. Soderstrom was 4 for 11. Kurtz was 4 for 11, 2 homers. I don't think there's any debate right now, but Shea Langoliers is the second best catcher in the game, right behind Raleigh. I don't think there is any debate with regard to that. His numbers this year in 130 games, 72 runs, 128 hits, 30 doubles, 31 homers, 70 RBIs, 271, 853 OPS at catcher. Pretty darn impressive. I want Luis Morales to finish strong. He looked incredible in his first few starts. He's faltered a little bit in his last couple, still been pretty darn solid. His numbers for a starter this year is 9 games, 8 games started. He's 4-2, 44 innings pitched. He's given up 33 hits. He struck out 38, 3.07 ERA. Pretty damn good for a 22-year-old. I want him to finish strong tonight. I want him to have a big outing. Being an A's fan this year has felt like living with one foot in Sacramento and the other already in Vegas, torn between the temporary stopover and the promised Desert Dynasty. The challenge isn't just the standings. It's staying loyal through uncertainty. Watching the team be treated like a suitcase in transit while we are still supposed to cheer with passion. At the beginning of the year, I put together a message of what it is truly about to be an A's fan. Resilient, stubborn, and proud. And tonight, I want to play that again because it still defines us. Enjoy. Being an A's fan is the greatest thing in sports, not because it's easy, but because it is real. The perfection in imperfection. This team isn't wrapped in glitz or sold to the masses like a shiny new sneaker. There was no billion-dollar stadium glimmering like a corporate castle. There's no top-tier payroll, no off-season shopping sprees, no promises whispered sweetly in press conferences. What there is what there has always been, is something deeper, something raw, something that punches you in the gut and hugs you at the same time. Being an A's fan means waking up every year and knowing your team's ownership is going to choose dollars over dingers. Since Charlie Finley, who was louder than life and as transparent as a pane of Windex, the franchise has been run on a simple philosophy. Profit first, baseball second, and it shows. From Steve Schott to Ken Hoffman to Lou Wolf to John Fisher, winning was never the business plan. It was an accident, a happy, frustrating, lightning in a bolt accident. But then there was Walter Haas. Walter Haas was the exception, a man who ran the A's like a steward of something sacred. Not the CEO of a widget factory. He lost money, lots of it. But what he gained was something far more valuable: dignity, respect, a legacy built not on margins, but on meaning. He treated the A's like a community, not a commodity. And for a brief golden window, Oakland felt like a cathedral of baseball. Then at a snap of a finger, he was gone. And with him, any illusion that winning was a priority. Still, A's fans kept showing up, not always in the seats, but always in spirit. Because despite all the flaws, the disloyal city officials, the absentee billionaire owners, the crumbling stadium, something about this team kept pulling us back. Something imperfect, something beautiful. Let's be honest here. The fans haven't always been perfect either. There were empty nights, silent bleachers. The bond between team and community has been loud, messy, and at times broken. But this isn't about pointing fingers or keeping score on loyalty. This is about why we are here, why we care, why we bleed green and gold. The A's are not just a baseball team. They are a reflection of us, the underdogs, the overlooked, the doubted, the left behind. In a world that tells us to line up in order of perceived value, the A's are what happens when the people at the back of the line get their shot. They have always been built on cast-offs, misfits, and the kids with something to prove. Players who didn't have 5 stars next to their name on some ranking site. Players who were told they were too old, too young, too small, too raw. Players who carried around a chip on their shoulder like it was a badge of honor. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. Because we have all been there. Told no, passed over, laughed at. We've all had those moments where we looked in the mirror and wondered if we were good enough. That's what makes the A's perfect. Not because they are flawless, but because their flaws are our flaws. They mirror our struggle, our grind, our resilience. They lose, they rebuild, they rise again, just like we do. They aren't about John Fisher or shiny free agents or press clippings. They are about that moment when a 24th round pick smokes a double into the gap. They are about the kid who slept in his car on the way to spring training and ends up making the opening day roster. They are about us. The people who fight for everything they get, who believe that heart beats hype every single time. The A's are the anthem for the unchosen. The team that keeps swinging even when nobody's watching. The imperfect, untamed, unpredictable fire that refuses to go out. So yeah, being an A's fan is messy, it's painful, it's frustrating, but it's real. And in a sports world addicted to polish and polishers, real is the rarest thing of all. The A's are not a brand. They are a belief. They are a belief that has succeeded and won like few franchises in all of baseball. And if you've ever been counted out, overlooked, told you're not good enough, you already know they are you. And you are perfect.